where would you like to see this all go in the next 12, 24 months? What would you like to achieve together?
I think, first of all, just continuing to build on what kind of the foundations we've already set. I think the work we've done already is fantastic, and I think the plans that Avidly have come back to us with are fantastic as well. And I think so. Hopefully, building on that and generating more results and making sure that the leads we're generating continue to that high standard, and the work that Avidly do continue to meet our expectations, which I've no doubt they will.
Okay, we're here today with the guys from Toyota. We've had a full workshop today with them in the office, running through the last year of us working with them and what we're going to do moving forward. So I've stole some of the time to pick the brains about their experience with us so far. So if you guys want to introduce yourself.
I'm Tom, I'm the Senior Digital Marketing Executive at Toyota Material Handling, so I look after all things online, SEO, PPC and email.
I'm Hannah, I am the Senior Marketing Executive at Toyota Material Handling, and I look after all our campaigns, strategy and plans.
If you can just start by giving us a brief overview of what the company does and what you look for in the people that you work with.
Yeah, so Toyota Material Handling, basically we manufacture forklift trucks, hand pallet trucks, warehouse equipment, also automated materials handling trucks, I suppose, and then things like servicing, parts, all the sort of after sales, and even things like operator training.
I think the main things we look for in someone is just the desire to learn. I think it's quite a complicated industry if you've not worked in the industry before. So I think someone with willingness to learn and that desire to drive it forwards, I think that's one of the key skills we're looking for.
So what were you both doing before you started working with Toyota?
So I worked in the digital side for a health insurance company, again doing a similar kind of thing from a PPC and digital point of view, generating new memberships and new clients to that company.
My journey is a bit of a funny one. So I worked at Toyota in 2016 as a marketing exec, and then I worked there for just over 2 years. I then went to work for a competitor for 2.5 years, and then a year ago I came back as a senior. So I've worked in the materials handling industry for nearly 6 years.
How has Toyota changed since you first joined there?
So I think the main thing that's changed is we've kind of built on an existing digital strategy and kind of just built on that really, incorporating more digital channels by working with you guys, and we're reaping the rewards for that now.
I think from my point of view, we're all a new team, our marketing team, and so I suppose we've changed the way that we work. We're very campaign based now, which we weren't before, and we've got kind of new people in the team, and the structure's changed. We work very closely with departments like market intelligence and customer engagement, so I think the just whole dynamic of the way that we work has changed.
I just think it's a lot more joined up journey now. We're incorporating different areas of the business, and that's hopefully leading to a better customer experience for our customers and our clients, providing them with the right solution straight away.
Amazing. And what is it that you guys want to achieve? And this is on both a professional and personal level.
I think from a professional level, I think Toyota Material Handling needs to be the kind of first stop that people go to for a solution for their material handling. I think if they can do that by coming online and seeing us first and foremost, I think that's be the main thing for me.
Yeah, 100%. I think as well, for Toyota Material Handling, I think it's looking to the future as well, and one of my big sort of projects is looking at automation and that kind of how that's going to develop in the future and what's coming next. And I think it's for us it's looking ahead as well, not just at the right now, and looking at sort of like the thought leadership side of things and being the thought leader in the industry.
Yeah. Before you started working with Avidly, what was it that you were doing beforehand?
So before we started working with Avidly, everything that we did was in-house. So we didn't use any outside agencies for any of the marketing. So everything was done kind of within what we did, which obviously, having only the resource that we had kind of limits what you can do. So yeah, I think that's why we sort of looked at kind of bringing an agency in.
So when looking for an agency to work with, what were the challenges that you were looking to overcome by using an agency?
I think from a digital point of view, there was only one digital resource within the team. I think bringing in a fresh pair of eyes as well. Obviously, I didn't come from the industry, so my knowledge wasn't of the material handling industry wasn't where I wanted it to be initially. So until I got to speed with that, I wanted to bring you guys in as well to help with that, and obviously continuing that growth as we move on.
I think from kind of what I do from a content and campaign point of view, I think it's resource and having the resource to put together content and, write the content. I think, that takes a lot of time, and it's something that I think that, we did do a little bit of, but I think we want to do a lot more. And like I say, it's having the time and the resource to be able to do that.
I think using a HubSpot agency as well allows us to have that more joined up approach to set up workflows and automated emails and things like that. It just kind of builds on that and means we can kind of set something running and it continues to populate without having to check it every single day.
How would you say then that Avidly is helping you overcome those challenges that you just mentioned with the HubSpot side of things? But in terms of resource and stuff, how is it that we're helping?
I think from a content and white paper point of view, we're producing much more than we've ever produced, and that's down to the work you guys are doing and the work Hannah's team are doing as well. I think it's making us more visible from an online perspective as well. And I think that means the leads that do come in are more qualified, so we have more information before we go and speak to our customers, so we can help solve their needs more efficiently and quickly.
So aside from the work that we do, what are some of the favourite things that Avidly and HubSpot have brought to Toyota as a business?
I think from my point of view, the white papers have been a great kind of lead generation tool. We've got some great leads so far that we never would have got before. They continue to generate leads for us, and across our company, they're very well received, and people are saying great things about them. Also, from the white papers point of view, we've got kind of other countries within our European function, also asking us, can they use the content, which I think is, great, to see.
Yeah, I just think it shows it resonates throughout the industry, and other people are wanting the work that we produce.
Amazing. So what would you say makes you guys happiest about working with Avidly?
I think the easy communication is key. I think to have an agency where you can just drop them a message and you're not waiting days for a response is really good. I mean, I've worked with agencies in the past too. You don't kind of get that kind of personal feel with them, whereas with you guys, I think you're almost like friends as well as obviously an agency, which is really nice. The relationship we have is really good, I think.
What would you say has exceeded your expectations since working with us?
The quality of the white papers, considering you guys obviously don't have the industry knowledge that perhaps we do internally, I think the quality of those are fantastic. And like I just mentioned, with the feedback we get, obviously shows that it's obviously working for us and it's resonating really well with our audience.
I think some of the support that you guys give us on things like LinkedIn and PPC as well is generating a lot of really good leads that actually surprised me how good they were.
What results have you seen since working with Avidly?
Well, from a lead generation point of view, we've seen an increase in leads through our website and through the different avenues that we've kind of created through white papers and things like that. So that's something that we would never have had before.
And because the content we're creating is really resonating with, we're already one step further down the line, so we already know they're interested in a certain part of the business, which means it kind of shortens the conversation we need to have, and we can pass more qualified leads onto our team.
What would you tell someone who's using a different marketing approach today to convince them to swap to Avidly?
I mean, personally, I'd never used HubSpot before. I'd heard of it but never used it. I think the ease that HubSpot gives you to integrate all marketing campaigns and then how you can see how people move through your site is really beneficial, and you can talk to people in different ways depending on where they are on the customer journey, from a consideration to a decision point. And I think that's the key benefit I find working with a HubSpot agency.
The thing about working with Avidly is we have a great relationship, and I think that really helps. We can email you about anything, even if we think it's stupid, and you'll help us. And I think that makes a huge difference. And to jump on a call and just even have a bit of a laugh, it makes things so much easier. I think.
How has working with Avidly changed your how you work role is?
I think for me, it's given me a lot more time. You guys writing our content, it frees up so much time for me and my team to do other things and put time into campaign planning and things like that. So from that point of view, I think it's and also less stress, I suppose.
I think from an online point of view, the key metrics that you look for from an online point of view of increase no end And I think seeing the work that you've done, obviously like Hannah mentioned with the content, it's kind of contributed to that. And I think just that, so we can demonstrate back to the business that it is working, and the campaigns we're running are kind of contributing to success.
Amazing. Last question. Nice big broad one. Why do you love Avidly?
I think for us it makes our life easier, and you know, you guys, we can rely on you to write good content, and we know it's going to be good, and you know, we can rely on you to get results, I think.
Yeah, I think the standards are so high that we know what, like Hannah said, what work we're getting is going to be top level content. And I think as well on a personal level, I know we touched on it before, but it's just such a fun relationship to kind of work, and it makes work a lot more fun.
Another thing is I think you guys really care, and you know, you can't do enough for us, and you know, I think that makes a huge difference as well.
That's so nice.
That's very good, yeah. I've got one more follow-up question. How did you find working with Emma and the rest of the team, getting on board with the HubSpot platform? How do you think these guys helped?
I mean, I think Emma herself has been fantastic. I mean, the help she provides me, especially from a digital point of view, if I don't know, I hadn't used HubSpot before, so I think if I've got a question, I'll just ping an email over to Emma, and within a few minutes, I've usually got the answer that I need. And if not, Emma will happily go to the rest of her team and find the answer for us. And it just works really efficiently. And yeah, they're a great team to work with.
Oh, guys, that was really nice.
I did nail that, didn't I?
That was really good. That was, you were like straight in there.
It was like you meant it.
Yeah. That was really good.
Actually, one more question. What do you think of Emma's extensive knowledge of Taylor Swift?
We love it.
Off the record, Taylor Swift's got so many bangers. And it's just nice. That's from a personal relationship. It's just fantastic having a fellow Taylor Swift fan.
I love that so much.
And we're waiting for Emma to take us to Swift again.
Yeah.
Honestly, we need to go. We really do. It'd be life changing. Well, thanks guys for your time today, and it's been great to finally meet you both face to face. And I'm looking forward to see where the rest of our journey takes us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.